Isla Fisher has always been a figure of quiet strength and vibrant charm in the world of entertainment, captivating audiences with her infectious energy and versatile performances. From her early days as a bubbly redhead in Australian television to her breakout roles in Hollywood blockbusters, Fisher has navigated the highs and lows of fame with a grace that often belies the personal storms she faces behind the scenes. Now, at a pivotal moment in her life, the actress is opening up in a deeply personal way about the process of rediscovering herself and constructing a fresh existence following her divorce from longtime partner Sacha Baron Cohen. This isn't just a celebrity breakup story, it's a testament to resilience, the raw edges of emotional transition, and the quiet joys that emerge when one rebuilds from the ground up. In a candid conversation featured in a recent lifestyle publication, Fisher delves into the nuances of settling into her new London residence, a space that symbolizes not just a physical move but a profound shift in her identity. At 49, the star known for her roles in high-stakes heist films like Now You See Me reflects on the unfamiliar territory of single life, a chapter she hasn't explored in over a decade. The adjustment hasn't been seamless. There's an undercurrent of vulnerability in her words that humanizes her beyond the glamour of red carpets and premieres. She describes the arrival of her belongings to this new home as a moment laced with unexpected emotion. When it all arrived, I did have a bit of a cry because this was my first time as a single woman, being in a home of my own, she shares, her voice carrying the weight of realization. It's a simple admission, yet it resonates deeply, evoking the universal pang of solitude mixed with liberation that accompanies major life upheavals. To understand the depth of this transition, one must rewind to the foundation of her union with Baron Cohen. The couple, both powerhouses in their respective fields, Fisher with her comedic timing and dramatic range and Cohen with his satirical genius in films like Borat and The Dictator, tied the knot in 2010 after a whirlwind romance that began in the early 2000s. Their wedding was an intimate affair in Paris, shrouded in secrecy to shield their growing family from the relentless spotlight. Over 13 years of marriage, they welcomed 3 children, 2 daughters and a son whose names and faces they've meticulously guarded from public scrutiny. This deliberate privacy was a cornerstone of their life together, a deliberate choice in an industry that often commodifies personal milestones. They announced their separation in 2023, a decision framed with mutual respect and a commitment to co-parenting, but the finalization of their divorce in June marked the true end of an era. The emotional landscape of divorce is rarely linear, and Fisher doesn't shy away from painting it in shades of complexity. She speaks of the challenge in forging a new path, from a grassroots level at least emotionally, a phrase that captures the exhaustive labor of untangling intertwined lives. Yet, amid the difficulty, she uncovers something profoundly rewarding. It's in these grassroots efforts, small, intentional acts of self-care and boundary setting, that Fisher finds fulfillment. No longer defined solely as a wife or mother within a partnership, she's reclaiming narratives about her own desires and rhythms. I'm enjoying this new version of my life, she affirms, her tone shifting from contemplative to celebratory. The extravagance of Hollywood socializing feels distant now. Instead, her evenings unfold in simple, soul-nourishing rituals. A long soak in the bath, the flicker of candles casting soft shadows, a laptop propped nearby streaming a comforting series on Netflix. These become her peaks of excitement. It's a deliberate pivot toward introspection, a rejection of the performative excess that often accompanies fame. This embrace of simplicity isn't born in a vacuum. Fisher's earlier reflections, shared in a summer interview with an Australian fashion magazine, reveal a woman laser-focused on reinvention. "I'm really excited for the next chapter," she expressed then, emphasizing a renewed dedication to her professional pursuits. For years, her career took a backseat to the demands of raising a young family, a choice she made with intention but one that left her eager to re-engage with acting on her terms. Now, unencumbered by the daily logistics of a shared household, she's channeling that energy into scripts, auditions and creative collaborations that align with her evolving self. The transition, she admits, is a constant exercise in self-reminder. "I'm trying to remind myself of my new identity as somebody outside of a partnership and to stay as buoyant as possible." Change, she acknowledges, is inherently disorienting, adaptations that test one's emotional elasticity. But in her measured optimism, there's a quiet triumph. Anytime there's change, it's hard to adapt. But hopefully I'm doing an okay job. What makes Fisher's story particularly compelling is how it mirrors broader themes in the lives of women in the public eye. Divorce, especially after a long-term commitment, often invites scrutiny and speculation, yet she navigates it with a poise that prioritizes healing over headlines. Their joint statement upon separation underscored this maturity, a pride in shared accomplishments, an enduring respect, and an unwavering dedication to their children's well-being. In an era where celebrity splits can devolve into public feuds, Fisher's approach stands as a model of civility, emphasizing co-parenting as the North Star. It's a reminder that endings, when handled with grace, can pave the way for beginnings that honor all parties involved. Delving deeper into her personal evolution, Fisher touches on the subtle ways solitude fosters growth. The home she now inhabits isn't just walls and furniture, it's a canvas for autonomy. Decorating decisions, once collaborative, are now hers alone, a freedom that initially felt daunting but now empowering. She envisions spaces that reflect her eclectic tastes, perhaps a cozy reading nook filled with novels that sparked her love for storytelling, or a kitchen corner dedicated to experimenting with recipes from her Australian roots. These elements weave into a tapestry of self-expression, where every choice reinforces her independence. Professionally, this new version signals a renaissance. Fisher's filmography is a testament to her range, from the whimsical antics in Wedding Crashers to the sharp wit in Confessions of a Shopaholic, and more recently, the grounded intensity in The Lookout. Post-divorce, whispers of upcoming projects suggest a return to form, perhaps in roles that explore themes of reinvention, much like her own life. She's vocal about the balance she's striking, nurturing her career without sacrificing the joys of motherhood. Mornings might involve school runs or impromptu family outings, evenings reserved for script readings or virtual calls with agents. It's a rhythm she's tuning by ear, learning to harmonize ambition with presence.